How are you lovely people doing today? My name is John. Today I present to you the real life Mob of the Dead. Before we begin, I just want to say you all were amazing last video. We hit over 650 likes on the real life Shinonuma, link down below. But let's see if we can try to hit 800 likes on this video. I think that would be incredible if we can do that, and I'll begin work on the next episode right away. Without further ado, let's begin. We all know the Mob of the Dead escape. The Weasel kills the guard and arms our 4 inmates from the warden's personal collection. They then build a plane on the roof of the prison and escape by taking flight towards freedom. This daring escape was actually based around a famous Alcatraz prison escape. Let's establish one thing. Alcatraz is a big old rock in the middle of the San Francisco Bay. The waters are bone-chillingly cold and the waves are incredibly treacherous. There have been 14 separate escapes from the prison, all of which ended in recapture or being shot down by a guard. Of the 36 inmates who attempted to escape, only one was able to swim off the island, yet he was swiftly detained once he reached land. Alcatraz has built a reputation of being inescapable. This unsuccessful track record did not deter the brothers Anglin, Frank Morris, and Alan West. On June 11, 1962, they attempted their escape. The plan took place over the course of a year. They spent this year collecting supplies such as toilet paper, soap, and hair. In addition to they used spoons to dig holes in the walls of the cell. This may have been referenced in-game by the Golden Spork. Come June 11th, the inmates were ready to begin their dastardly plan. They used the collected supplies to create dummy heads of themselves. These heads were placed in their beds and used to fool prison guards making nightly inspections. They then crawled through the holes in their cell walls into an unused service corridor. West could not make it out of his cell though because of a metal beam that was blocking his path. He was left behind. Him being left behind may have actually inspired the betrayal of the Weasel. When you look at their names, we're talking about Alan West and Al Arlington. They both have very similar first names, and I wouldn't be surprised if Treyarch was trying to make this connection between the two prison inmates. Our inmates used the ventilation to climb their way to the roof of the prison. They then scaled the prison's walls and reached the shores of Alcatraz. They assembled a raft out of prison standard issued raincoats and contact cement. By 10 p.m. their chariot was complete and they pushed off the rocky shores and began paddling towards freedom. It wasn't until the morning that the guards had discovered their escape. When they looked into the cells, they saw their heads and had initially assumed they were decapitated, although once they inspected further, they realized this was all a part of an elaborate escape plan. The police investigated the prison as well as Angel Island, a nearby immigration center, with no success. Remnants of the raft paddles and Anglin's personal belongings were discovered on Angel Island though. The fate of these men is unknown. They either drowned in the water or they escaped to freedom. No one knows what became of them. There have been numerous investigations, but the results have always come up inconclusive. Some people say it would have been possible for them to make the swim to the mainland. Others have made claims, such as Anglin's sister, that she received a phone call from John Anglin on Christmas morning. No one really knows what to believe, and no one knows what exactly happened. So, could these menaces of society and men deemed the worst of the worst prisoners still be walking around today? Quite possibly. Either way, they are the real-life Mob of the Dead escape. If you guys enjoyed this video or found it interesting, be sure to give it a like and maybe even subscribe. I'm going to be doing plenty more of these real-life history pertaining to zombie maps, and if you enjoyed this one, I'm sure you'll love the next one. If you want, you can also check out the description where you can see previous episodes, including the real-life Deriz, the real-life Shinonuma, the real-life Element 115, and the real-life Verrückt. Have a great day, be sure to give the video a like, and bye.